Hey guys, another race winner car here. We have Chris Sukimoto's Audi R8C from Slot.it that just won the race at LMP Open, driven by Ed Shore. So he was kind enough to let us open up the car and discover what's going on here. Okay, guys, so this is a CA01C, a slotted car, Audi R8C. Actually, this is the very first model that Slotted made. Uh, Very cool car. Mauricio was very proud of it. He sent me some pictures of the prototype, the very first slotted car ever made. This one is the 01C, so this is the third model, the third livery. This livery that you see here is not real, it's a sticker. On our races, you need to have three numbers. So Eddie or probably Chris, they made some sort of a decoration, questionable decorations. The car just finished the race. We still have the lane sticker on it, so I'm going to take this off. This is a heavily modified car. Chris is a very good thinner. He has been racing at Big Loose, which they have a lot of magnets races. We don't have that many here. We have only one class, which is LMP Open. So I think he take advantage of his experience setting up magnet cars to have this guy here. This guy here currently holds the track record for not only the class, but the track record overall. This is the fastest car we ever have at the track. Also, he won it. This car won the two last races of this class. So Chris won the race a couple months ago, and he couldn't come to the last race, and Eddie was lucky and smart enough to ask for the car. So he got the car, he made the pole, and he won the race. Oh, he didn't make the pole. Kevin Tabushi made the pole with a fly car, actually, but he won the race. You can see all the results on our social media. But let's open up this car because this is the car who won the race, and this is the current track record holder. So again, this is a heavily modified car. You'll be surprised. So let's start with the body. There's no modifications on the body. We don't allow this. Only the little decorations that he put it because we need the three numbers. The body of this car originally is pretty smart. Has like open holes for ventilation and a very cool. This is very cool and sleek design. So it's a very good choice for a very fast class. This car goes for almost under 4 seconds around our track, which is like 94 feet. So it's a very fast car. So let's see the bottom. Right here you have the original chassis, and right away I can see there is a broken part right here. It's missing one part here. You see this side here, you have the part it is here. Not so it's probably because of crashes. It's not like he set up like that. So we probably crashed. I think Eddie owns a new chassis to Chris. Right here you see the big bar magnet placed on the bottom of the car. It's even offset from the offsets pod. So what Chris did, he opened up a hole and he put this big magnet bar on the bottom. This magnet bar is made by Professor Motor. If I'm not mistaken, it's PMTR 1055. He's using a 25K Piranha motor. This class allows you to use up to 25K motor, so he chose the Piranha one. And there's more stuff to see, but let's open up. So here you have the guide. It's the deep wooden guide that we use from Slot.it. Let's open the car. Let's check it out. So this car is one of the very first models that Slot.it made, and right away you see not a mistake but a problem with the design, which is look at the screw for the body is below the guide, so that's a little bit annoying, but I believe it was the only position that it could do it. So you take the two body screws here, and let's open up the car. Sorry, Chris, I'm gonna open it, and I hope to put it back in one place. So right here you see that he still uses the washers between the screw and the body. That's something that most of the time I take it off. On the back you have the washer too. So here it goes. As you can see, it just finished the race. You can see a lot of metal here from the gear, especially aluminum. So we're gonna take another look on the gear later on. Again, this is a very fast race, laps around 4 seconds. So the car really takes a beat, and it's missing a piece of the chassis. It's clear now, but the car is in one piece, so unbelievable. Here we have a Lexan driver, which is something that we allow on this class. So he took the plastic driver off and put like a piece of painted Lexan driver. This one is made by Champion, so it's an old mold. 2 pieces of tape, very lightweight, and that's it. So again, a lot of metal here. I think he's gonna need a new gear because this is gonna strip very soon, but the car is still running. Moving to the car, you have the Piranha motor here. You can still see the seal here almost coming off. Normal slotted silicone wires. Normal slotted front wheels and tires. Tires in front are not through-it, which is something that a little bit surprising for me. Here on the axle side, we have a solid axle. Actually, look at this. I thought it was like a hollow axle because this class allows you to race hollow axles. So we have the inline motor, which is a choice. In this class, you can race hang winder, sidewinder, whatever you want it. But he went to the inline ones. You have the pod, which is the grayish, clear, light grayish pod, which is the 0.5, I believe, offset. Let's see the wheels. He's using silicone tires. Those are super tires, and I think they are the 1407s. 1407 super tires. And Chris is very specific. Here I can see something that is pretty nice to take a look. 17.25. That's a 17.25 wheel. Let's just measure just to make sure. And that's also a slotted wheel, a magnesium wheel, lightweight. And it's probably the 17.5. Yeah, 17.3, 17.25. So Chris is very specific, showing the measurements. And here he's using a super tire 1407, which is the lower one that you can have on that series. He's also using a hollow axle. And funny enough, he has some spacers here against the bushings. You don't need this setup with spacers because the gear gives you this limitation here. But he probably put this afraid that the gear aluminum here, the inside of the gear, will strip out, and it kind of you can see in the body that that's something that was happening. So those are here as a safety measure, and that's very smart. In the back, you have a hollow axle. I think this is 55 millimeter hollow axle. Yes, 55 millimeter hollow axle. The gearing is 24, I think the green one is. And you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 pinion. So it's a 12. Let me make sure if it's 12. Now that you're discovering the secrets, let's open up and see it. Sorry, Chris. I'm going to put it back together. I promise you. So here you have 10. It's a 10 pinion. So not the 9 original one that comes with the car. It's a 10 pinion. So it's using 10-23 as a gear ratio. Magnets, again, big bar from Professor Motor. And offset, it's almost like 1 full millimeter offset from the pod. A lot of glue here to make sure that that's going to stick to the pod. It's a opening that he made himself. So with the Dremel, he just cut off this space open to fit the bar. You still have material here, of course, on the pod to hold this piece together. And here you have another 2 more discs, little discs. I think those are from Professor Motor too. They're not even glued. Look at this. Just sitting here, 2 more discs to give more magnet power to this car. Overall, the pod is loose. The pod is not completely stuck. The body was completely stuck, not even a little bit loose, which I think it's the correct setup for this kind of race. Now I'm gonna put this back together. I'm gonna take a look on the bottom of it. What's the distance between the chassis and the ground, because that's what's gonna determine your magnet traction. And then we're gonna measure this on the magnet Marshall to see how big it is. So gears back together, like nothing happened, Chris. Let's take a look on the. So the car, again, this is the way that this car finished the race. So let's fix the brakes here, and yeah, the car is still pretty straight. Front wheels are barely touching, if not touching. There's a little bit of side play. Well, I messed with that before. So right now there's a little bit of side play, and there is a little bit of up and down play. When I set up cars, my wheels are always like stuck. There's no up and down play, not stuck, but with no room. Here in the back, it's very close. Let's see. We have this pretty cool tool from Scaleauto, so we can measure the height. Right now, it's not even passing 1 millimeter, so it's very close. It's up. I'm gonna say it's like 0.7. 0.7 the distance between this magnet and the ground, so it's very close. That's why it brings so much traction. Let's see on the magnet Marshall what it says. Right now 52 grams just the chassis. Let's put the car together and see what's the weight on the whole car. Here we go. More. This one has the little washer, the washer in place. Here. Okay. So the whole car weighs 69 grams. Pretty light. Let's zero this guy here and see the magnet traction. So for you guys to have an idea, the GT-IM class and the Can-Am Light class are the two classes that are designated for kids and newbies and newcomers. And those classes, we allow magnets, and you're supposed to have a maximum of 250 grams on this device. Show 250 grams on this device. So this guy, it's our magnet class. It's called LMP Open, so you can do whatever you want it. You can do any kind of charge of magnets. So check it out. 460, and it's heavy to take it down. Look at how big it is. So this is what it takes. This is what it takes to have the fastest car we ever had racing here at Electric Dreams, and the current record holder for the fastest class that we have. Congratulations, Eddie, for the win, and congratulations, Chris Sukimoto, for putting such amazing car, and two-time winner.